Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the April 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Leo. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly. And also, once you subscribe, you'll be notified when I post future videos. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close for you. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at April. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But let's see here. Playing a summary card, we have the card reaction. When I see this card, it means one of two things. It's either like, possibly because this is what's wrapping up and coming to a close, this is saying like there's something that you may have like over responded or overreacted to in the last few weeks, or it's vice versa. There's something that you still need to process and you still do need to react to, like you haven't processed those feelings yet, Leo. But let's see what direction this takes us. The first card that we have is the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is a card of really low feelings. This can be a card of loss, regret, grief, feeling unloved, feeling abandoned. If you look at those 3 cups that are spilled, this person is almost like grieving those cups being spilled. So there was definitely something that's happened in the last few weeks that would have led to some pretty strong feelings. Again, either you may have processed through them, or maybe you still do need to process through those feelings, Leo. The next card that we have is Temperance. Temperance is a card of balance, harmony, patience, self-control. So I do feel like there's been more balance and harmony in your life. If you look at this cup, they're like perfectly pouring water between the 2 cups. It's perfectly balanced. Balance and harmony is a good thing, especially given the fact that it does feel like something pretty significant happened these last few weeks. Then at the bottom we have the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of greed, addiction, envy, materialism, obsession. I do feel like some of you could have been, I don't want to say obsessed, but very focused on this sad event. Lots of feelings, lots of reactions around it. Like I said, it seems like something pretty major has happened. But again, we are getting back to that point of balance and harmony, so that's good. Let's clarify this column and see what other messages I can provide you. The first card that we have is the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is a card, again, of also very low feelings. This is like feeling like you're at rock bottom. The sky is dark in this card. They're laying down flat. All of the swords are stuck in them. Again, there were some really strong feelings that happened for you in the last few weeks, Leo. You felt like you were in a really low place. The next card that we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is a good card no matter where it comes up in the deck. The Fool card is a card of new beginnings, new adventures, taking a new path. So it seems like there has been something new coming up for you in the last few weeks. And that new path is leading you to that balance and harmony, which is good. Then at the bottom we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change. So definitely whatever this thing is that you had really strong feelings about it, it's fair to say that it just wasn't what you wanted to happen. And again, the Devil card, that's why you've been so focused on it, because it just was not what you wanted, the way you saw things working out. And it did, again, result in some of those really strong feelings. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just kind of a general look at what's coming for you in April. So we have the card Center. With the Center card, it's always good to remind yourself to be centered. Think about grounding, think about meditation, think about work-life balance. It's about balance, being centered, being well collected. Mindful is a big thing too with being centered. Making sure you're kind of living in that present moment, Leo. But let's see what messages I can give you for this column. first card that we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is a very respectful card. It's a card of leadership. It's also a card of strategic planning. So I do think a lot of you are going to be future focused going into April, which is always a wonderful thing. But it's like kind of figuring out your next move, making sure you're on the right path. Some of you could be in a leadership position or be put into a leadership position as well for the month of April. The next card that we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a very fast card. It's speed, action, quick change. It can also be news coming in. So you're going to be finding out something that's likely triggering action for you. Then at the bottom we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands has a couple different meanings, but generally this is a card of expansion. So you'll be expanding something in your life. It also could be a card of travel, so some of you very well could be traveling in the month of April, Leo. Expansion in terms of like some of you could be moving into a leadership role. That could be the news coming in as well. But let's clarify and see what other messages I can give you. The first card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of tradition, expectations. It's very conventional, a card of conformity. I do feel like there's something that you need to like adjust to make sure that you're aligned with your long-term vision, Leo. I don't know that conformity is the exact word for it, but again, there's something that you'll want to adjust to make sure that you're meeting your own expectations and you're on that long-term path that you're hoping for with the Emperor card there. The next card that we have is the Ten of Cups. For those of you that have listened to my videos before, the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. It's a card of family, contentment, total love, total support. It's like the card of everything. So if you look, there's a rainbow with all the full cups, there's a happy couple, kids playing, the grass is green, there's water running, there's a house in the background. Do keep in mind that this like news coming in could have been everything that you wanted. Maybe you wanted to get married, you wanted to have kids, maybe you wanted to buy a house, something else that could bring you contentment. It's like you're going to be getting news of something that is something that you really truly wanted. It's like an everything card. The next card that we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of celebration, victory, award, recognition, good news. So we do have two news cards coming in. So definitely some sort of news coming in that you've been waiting for that's going to be super, super positive. If you're hoping to travel, it looks like your travel plans will work out as well. Again, expansion could be tied to expanding your family, but this is something you've really wanted. It's something you're going to be very happy about that it's happening. The next column we're going to do is anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything that we associate with money. All right. The first card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a really good money card. Always love when I see this in the money column. But the Knight of Pentacles is very reliable, very hardworking. This is you. It is sometimes a card reminding you to be patient with the Knight of Pentacles, but this is like the epitome of the perfect worker. So very reliable, very hardworking. The next card that we have is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is another good money card. It could be like new job for some of you, new projects, new undertaking. Sometimes it's new love. But it is a card of like being studious and working hard. So we do have two cards back to back saying work hard. So there's a chance you could be pretty busy in April. But both of these feel like beneficial working hard, if that makes sense, Leo. The next card that we have is the Hermit. The Hermit is about going within for clarity. If you look at this light is actually the light that's within you, Leo. But this is about making sure that you're on your personal quest, you're seeking your own truth. So do make sure that you are feeling fulfilled and this is the work that you want. It's very clear that you're a hard worker and you will be working hard in April, but make sure that it's what you want and it's aligned with your vision. Let's see what other cards we have here. The first card that we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is very active, very busy. Again, we do have several busy cards coming in for you here. But one thing with the Page of Wands is it is like new project, new ownership of something. So you could see some of you taking on a new project or new task at work, maybe even like a new investment. It does seem like it's going to be hard work, but again, it will be beneficial hard work. So this is benefiting you, Leo. The next card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. But when I see this, it like says that you're doing the right thing long-term, which is always good when it comes to money. And that is again with the Page of Cups, which is that new energy. So I do think that there will be something new coming in for you. But taking on whatever this new thing is, Leo, this is saying, yes, you should. This is the right, again, long-term move. The next card that we have is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. It's like feeling like you need to defend yourself also. So if you look at this card, this person standing here with their one wand, and then there are 6 other wands coming after them. I will say that you would need more clarity here, Leo. I feel like you're having to defend yourself, and maybe you're not actually having to defend yourself. Or like maybe you feel like people are talking about you or gossiping about you or wishing you unwell, but I don't know that they actually are. So again, make sure you're clear on this situation, that you have a good understanding of things, because I feel like some of you are in this self-defense position, but you don't necessarily need to be, is the message that's coming through there. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is love. So think family, friends, relationships, children, anything that you associate with love, Leo. The first card that we have is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of trusting your intuition. It could also be like a card of secret or mystery though. So I would warn that like I would not be keeping secrets from your significant other this month is a message that's coming through. Be very transparent, be very honest. If you also feel like somebody's keeping a secret from you, this is a good time to trust your intuition. And remember, this could be your lover, friends, family. We're going to clarify that card and see where that takes us. The next card that we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is that newness. So we have the Page of Wands in our money column, but it's also coming up in the love column. So for some of you, this could be a new relationship. But if you're in a relationship, there's going to be something new. Like you could be getting a new pet. One of you could be getting a new job. Maybe you're moving to a new place. I don't know. There just feels something new. It could even be as small as like you ordered a new meal service. It just feels like there's something new out of the routine that you have currently coming. The next card that we have is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very self-sufficient, very honest. Again, that's going to tie up to that High Priestess, which is like not keeping secrets this month. Be very transparent, be very honest is the message that's there. Let's go and clarify this column though and see what other messages I can give you as it relates to love. The first card that we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very solid, very practical. This is an interesting message, but like you need to be solid and practical this month, Leo. Don't do something that's irrational or maybe not right thinking that you would then need to keep secret about. Again, I don't know how that resonates, but those are the messages that are coming through with those two cards there. The next card that we have is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion, having lots of burdens. If you look at this person, they're carrying all of these wands, they're carrying this big bundle, and they're like hunched over crying into them. They're overwhelmed, they're stressed. It is paired with the Page of Wands, which is very active, very new. So I do feel like this kind of burden feeling will be easing up. This new routine is going to be very beneficial for you because right now You're super stressed. You have a ton going on. And this new shake up to the routine, again, I'm not sure exactly what will be a good thing. For those of you that are single and going into a new relationship in April, this will be good too. Like, I feel like some of you are feeling tired of being alone, Leo. And that's kind of some of these burdens that you're feeling with the Ten of Wands. The next card that we have is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card that's beneficial to you, Leo. So Judgment card is a card of clarity. Again, there's like a lot about keeping secrets, clarity, being honest this month. So the Judgment, the Queen of Swords together. Be clear, be honest, be candid. April is not the month for secrets. I'm not sure how or why, Leo, or what that means to you, but just keep that in mind. Now we're going to take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Moderation. Moderation is good in all things in life. Exercise in moderation, eat in moderation, work in moderation. I hope that, Leo, you'll have more moderation than you've had in the last few months, so there will be a better balance for you. But it's like everything you do, make sure you keep in mind. Like if you're going to start a new diet, make sure that there's moderation, or you're going to start out with a new exercise plan. It's really all about moderation. But let's see what messages I can give you here. The first card that we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very solid, very practical, very wise. It seems like a similar message that we just had in our last column, because you do have this 2 King of Pentacles. But again, be practical, be wise. Makes total sense in the case of moderation. Same thing with spending money. Like maybe you save up little bits of money to buy the one big thing that you want instead of just buying the one thing. But moderation seems to be key for you in April. The next card that we have is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting or having delayed success. You see this person planted these pentacles and now they're essentially waiting for them to grow. So there could be a delay on something. Again, some of you might want to go out and just buy this one thing, and the message would be like, oh, save tiny bits of money each month and wait till you've saved up money. There's some waiting there that possibly comes with moderation. Then at the bottom we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is an interesting card because sometimes it's saying you need to rest, retreat, recover. I do think that this is saying that in April, you don't need to do this, you are going to be doing it. Like you're going to be resting, recovering. It seems like there's something big coming for you in May, Leo. But it's like kind of a recovery month is what this card is saying to me. Let's clarify this column though and see what other messages I can give you. The first card that we have is the World card. The World card is a card of completion. It's like a lesson or a goal being completed. The world has gone full circle. It is paired with our King of Pentacles, which is being very solid, being very practical. Maybe in the past you did spend a lot of money in a short period of time, or you've done crash diet or crash exercise. This is indicating where you're going into a new cycle that's more practical and has more moderation. The next card that we have is the High Priestess. This is again that secret mystery card, trusting your intuition. This is not the month for secrets, Leo. We've already talked about that. And it is paired with that waiting card. So again, don't do something that you then need to wait to tell somebody about. Just wait. No need for secrets. Then at the bottom we have the Five of Cups. So we do have 2 parallel Five of Cups here. This is directly tied back to that first row. Again, something big, something very emotional did happen to you recently, Leo. But again, April is very much so a recovery month, healing, moving forward. So glad to see those 2 cards paired at the very end for you. At this point in time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the King of Spades. This is the number 47 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the Queen of Diamonds. This is the number 12 card. That's also a yes. And for question number 3, we have the 5 of Diamonds. This is the number 28 card. That's a yes. So yes, 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 Leo. Let's take a look at our healing stone stack. We're going to pull a crystal of the month for you. Keep this with you through the month of April and it will help support you. You have aquamarine. It's good for ease. It really helps you with your clears. It gives your life new drive. Helps with buoyancy. It really gives you good depth too. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our healing notes deck. Apparently you really want this one on the bottom. Let's see here. It says, what we have once enjoyed, we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes part of us. Thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. When you subscribe to my channel, again, that helps me very much, but you will be notified when I post videos in the future. Also, if you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you, Leo, and have a wonderful April.